Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy 3-day weekend for those of you that don't have to work on Monday. I am back at my garden and I'm so excited to show you. So this is my new garden at my new place. I moved, I want to say like 2 months ago, and as you can see, I essentially just started my garden. So everything here is a little bit smaller. But what I ended up doing was the plants that I planted at my old place, I replanted them here. So my tomatoes here in the background, they actually were really small before I planted them here. I have a lot of peppers this year, and there's an eggplant. And so the eggplant so far has already produced one eggplant, but I didn't get to enjoy that one. So sorry guys, wasn't here. But as you can see here, there's a jalapeno growing. He's hiding. And then I think these are just regular bell peppers, but I don't know. I just plant them and hope that they grow. This is a banana pepper. Those are my favorite. I love to pickle them. Maybe I'll do a separate reading on a live viewing on pickled banana peppers. And this, I don't know, this was supposed to be habanero, but this don't look like a habanero pepper. It looks like almost like a little mini watermelon or something, but I don't know what this is. I really don't. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm trying to do this so that you guys can see. It's kind of bright. It looks almost like a there we go. It looks almost like a little mini like watermelon, but it's not. I have no idea what this thing is that's grown here. And so it's just been here and has these like little leaves and these little flowers. I have no idea what that is. But anyway, so it's sprawling. You see these little, these rounded leaves here in the top corner. It's my watermelon plant, and it's growing so well here. At the other place, I couldn't grow anything that was viney, and so you can see my cucumbers are doing really well. Something with the soil at the other place, and even if I put like new soil down, it would get mildew and die, and so I couldn't plant anything with vines there. I did that the first 2 years, and then I just gave up. And I knew that I couldn't plant anything without a container. These up here are Swiss chard. When I planted these, they were about the size of these little ones here. So I'm gonna move this leaf really quick. You can see these are the really small ones, but I basically planted them in the ground, and they are doing well. So much so that I have critters eating them. So I have to put something on them to hopefully stop the bugs from eating all of my Swiss chard. But I love Swiss chard. I have 6 different Swiss chard plants here. So hopefully they get nice and big, and I can grow more. And this here is squash. And so I have no squash yet. I do see one that's here. So if and when the flower blooms, hopefully it gets fertilized and it will grow into a full-grown squash. But yeah, the way the squash work, you need at least 2 plants because the flowers have to cross-pollinate. So there are 2 different plants here. The other one is chilling behind this big one here. So hopefully they flower, and you need male and female flowers at the same time. So hopefully they flower at the same time. Let's see, zoom out a little bit. No, it's not letting me zoom out. Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. So there's this really big plant that's up here in the front. And then if I go to the right side here, you can see it's a separate plant in the back. So this is the separate plant. There are 2 separate plants here. And so in order for you to get a squash, you need at least 2 squash plants because they're male and female flowers. And so this right here, I think this is a male flower. No, this is a female flower because it actually produces the fruit. It's a female one. And then so what'll happen is back here on the other plant, or even this plant, you may get a flower. And once you get a flower, you can stick a Q-tip in that flower and then pollinate the other flower. I have some herbs here, some sage, lemongrass. It looks just like the regular grass almost, but it's much bigger. And then I have tomatoes here. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'm not actually going to do any work. I'm actually going to go to brunch this morning, so I'm really excited about pancakes I'm about to eat. And then here's two little ones. These look like they were sunburnt or not watered enough. So this is what happens when they get these little marks on here. They get like an influx. An influx of, let me see, sorry, it's really bright. I'm going to try to zoom out one more time. Alright, it's not letting me, but anyway. So these little tomatoes here, they get like the little stretch marks that are on here. It basically, what happens is it gets like an influx of water. And then it stretches, the tomatoes stretch, and of course they get stretch marks. So it's the same idea with like the human body. Another interesting fact about tomatoes is that once you get tomatoes on the lower level, they won't bloom, they won't flower any more tomatoes on the lower level. And so you'll get these really huge tomato plants because essentially they don't produce on the same branch anymore, unlike other fruits and veggies. So anyway, have a good day. Bye.